Fear of embarrassment, that's the focus of today's voice. I think one of the things that really puts a big weight on our shoulders is the fear of embarrassment. Embarrassed to fail, embarrassed of what people think of us if we try something that they disagree with or pursue our dreams. Embarrassed that our craft may not look like what we want it to. I think these are all legit things that we think about. But also, these are things that we allow to kill us internally. And when they've killed us internally, we lose a part of ourselves. We get angry because we let something so small hold us down from doing what we want to do. We have the thought in our heads of, oh, I proved my antagonist right by being scared of embarrassment. You know, I've been there. It's a tough pill to swallow. It really is. Reason why I say that is we believed that we've made it to a certain point in our life where that won't affect us. Then when it actually hits, we feel like we've made no progress and we've allowed that to stop us from doing what we wanted to do. You know, I remember being embarrassed going back to school and finishing my engineering degree. I was 32 years old, angry and frustrated that I had quit something in my 20s that I felt like was so promising to me internally. Embarrassed that I was older, embarrassed that I quit on myself, just embarrassed overall. I had a real hard time telling people about what was really upsetting to me. So, one of the things I did was I decided to keep it to myself to go back to school. I wasn't going to tell anybody except for people that I trusted, that I was close to. And when I got there, it was the most humbling experience. And the embarrassment still set in when it was there, don't get me wrong. But over time, as I got through school, I started to lose that embarrassment feeling. Because when I was there, my instructors and the other students that I was in school with were, pretty much on the same boat. Most of us were. And before you know it, I got a degree in software engineering and then moved on. But the whole point was being able to lose that embarrassment over time when I actually took a step forward and put things into action. You start to lose that embarrassment and you start to see that what you have in your head is a big lie. You only feel as embarrassed as what you think. Because people start over all the time. Whether you're starting over in a career, education, who knows, you could be even starting over as a parent. I think as society, we put all these tags on everything and we expect everybody to have something by a certain date. Who the fuck makes the rules? Because at some point in your life, You may have to go back and do something that you quit early in your life. And it's okay to go back and do it. People do it every day. But here's the thing that I want you guys to understand. Your courage should always outweigh your embarrassment. Let me say that one more time. Your courage should always outweigh your embarrassment. Because it takes a lot more strength, it takes a lot more courage, a lot of self-respect to go back and redo it. And all those people who want to criticize you for going back to school, for doing this, do this, well, I don't see them doing it. I really don't. They could say everything they want in the book. Guess what? This is your life, not theirs. I remember when I went back to school, I used to see people that were older than me. I had so much respect for them because they tried and they succeeded. There were people in their 50s going back to school. You know how scary that is? I was only 32 years old when I did it, and they were in their 50s and doing it. I'm still good friends with them today, and they've got so much confidence in the world, and they told me about embarrassment. They did. They told me about that as well, and we shared our experiences when we talked and had like Q&A sessions and everything like that when we were trying to do homework. So it's a normal thing. But one student told me, this one guy told me, he said, life's going to happen. The question is, how are you going to adapt to it? That was really huge to me. And when he said that, that's when I started to let go and lose the thought and the feeling of embarrassment of what people thought, how I thought about myself and being in this position, and about my craft of what I was doing in school. And I think sometimes it takes us learning from older folks or people being in the same position who are wiser than us to teach us about that embarrassment. Today I look back and, I'm a data engineer, got good partners in the data engineering department and in the web engineering department. I wouldn't have traded my experience for the world because I felt like going back made me a better man. And I can talk to people who are also experiencing the same thing about embarrassment and let them know that it's just an epiphany. It's not real. It's poison. And it will only hold you back from your dreams. It will only hold you back from what you want to do. It will only hold you back from a quality life. That was the real significance of the story, is to be able to help other people through that same situation, so they can help other people through that same situation. And we can start to kill the feeling of embarrassment together. My name is Scott Foley. Thank you for listening today. And if you have to go back and attempt something, it doesn't matter what it is. Whether it's parenting, a business, you're in school, whatever. Always think it's important to give yourself a chance to be successful, even if you have to start at the bottom. And you'll start to see how much respect you have for yourself. You'll start to see that it's not that bad as you think. But you have to give yourself a chance first. Have a good day. Bye-bye.